So you can listen to this practice wherever you find yourself today. You can be sitting down or laying down or even stretching and doing things if that's what you got to do. And hopefully wherever you're at when you listen, this will still be helpful to you in some way. And so if you would like to listen in a still position, you can allow yourself to take all the time that you need to arrive there. And just let yourself fidget, adjust, stretch, or move your body in whatever ways your body wants to move. As you do your best to not think about the movements at all or worry about what anything looks like, but just coming more fully into your sense of feeling and becoming curious about how the body is feeling right now and what movements feel best for your bones, muscles, and joints, if any. And if what feels best in your body at any time is stillness, then just honoring that need for stillness whenever that feels like what you need. And just knowing that there's also no rush whatsoever. You can keep moving throughout this practice anytime you have the need to. You can continue to stretch and adjust your body in the ways that feel good to you whenever you feel the need. But at any point, if you haven't already and would like to, you can find your way to a still position with the spine nice and straight. Just checking in that your head is over your heart, which is over your hips. And if you're in a space where you feel safe and would like to, you can allow your eyes to gently close at any time if they aren't already. As you take a moment now to settle into your body and mark your arrival into your body with a big cleansing breath, calling in a full breath of air into the body, filling up to every corner and edge of you, getting as full as you possibly can get with air. And holding that for a moment once you're full and just experiencing that sense of fullness. And then as you need to, letting it all go. Exhaling it all out bit by bit. As you gently pull the navel toward the spine at the bottom of your exhale to push any last bit of stagnant air out of you. As you again pause for a moment here. To now sit and experience this sense of emptiness in the body. And you allow your next breath to come to you as it's needed. And you can continue to breathe just like this in this slow and exaggerated way for as long as it feels good and helpful to you. Just knowing that there's no need whatsoever to worry about the length of your inhales and exhales and pauses on either side. But this is just about allowing each of these parts, each of the 4 parts of your breath to be exaggerated, whatever that means for you right now. So when you would naturally stop inhaling, just seeing if you can expand maybe the back of your ribs a little bit more, or maybe your lower belly a little bit more, to take in one more sip of air into the body. And then when you would naturally roll over to your exhale, just seeing if you can hold off on that for one extra moment. and stay and experience that sense of fullness in the body for a moment longer than you would normally. And then as you exhale, even once you think you're empty, just seeing if you can get one more bit of air out of you, and pause and experience that quiet, empty space, allowing your next breath to come as it's needed. And at any time, if you haven't already, you can release this guidance over your breath altogether and allow yourself to step back and up in the mind and into the role of the observer or the role of the witness. And step into that perspective where you are no longer guiding the rhythm or depth of your breath, but you are now watching as your body breathes you. Remembering how our breath is the one bodily function that can be either voluntary or automatic. And so by observing the automatic process of your body breathing you, it automatically syncs up your own awareness to your subconscious, to whatever source or force breathes for you, even in a deep state of sleep, makes your heart beat, keeps everything in your body functioning just as it has every single moment of your life up to this point. Even if there has been illness or disease present in the body at any point, or even right now, this body has still gotten you to this point. This body has functioned well enough to allow you to be here right now, experiencing all it is that you are experiencing. And so you are allowed to feel exactly what it is that you feel, and to let those emotions move through you and out of you just as they want to. And just know that there is no need for you to cover anything up or distract yourself away from something, or put love and light on top of things in our life that we feel are darker, heavier, or more negative. But we can instead come back into that curious perspective and do our best to stay there as much as we can throughout life. Because at every single moment, there is so much to be curious about, so much to wonder about. Just simply life in itself is the greatest curiosity, the greatest mystery, the greatest thing to wonder about. And so you do not need to be afraid of where your mind wants to wander. And if your mind does wander to places that are painful to remember and maybe bring up emotions, you can almost look at that like an opportunity for a release valve to let some pressure out, to allow the tears to flow if that's what needs to come. Allow yourself to scream into a pillow if that's what needs to happen, or any emotional release that your body is calling for. Just allowing for that release to occur. Since our history proves to us that even though painful things are really difficult to acknowledge and to look at and to feel, our history is proof that when we do look at them and feel them, never are we crushed, never do we drown in our sorrows, but we always move on and move forward. And time keeps ticking forward. And we oftentimes feel a lot lighter after a good cry session. Oftentimes we feel like we've let go of a little bit more of something heavy. And that's really what this healing practice and any healing practice is really about. It's simply about showing up for yourself exactly as you already are. Witnessing yourself, you and your entirety, and all that you perceive through your eyes, through your ears, your nose, your mouth, and all across your skin. All that you experience and perceive in this life is special and unique to you. It is noteworthy. And so you can just check in to see how your body is physically responding to what you are experiencing and to what you are hearing, to what you are feeling. And oftentimes our body can respond through gathering and tension in the muscles before we can even put words to how we're feeling. Maybe the shoulders bunch up toward the ears, or the brow becomes furrowed, or maybe the jaw tenses up, or the nostrils flare. The chin or the ears could even be expressing some tension. And so for the next few more minutes of your life, each time that you feel tension creeping into the body, just remind that area of your body that it is safe for you to be soft. And just remember reality. The reality that when you fully let go and allow every muscle in your body to ungrip from the bones, to release into the support of your skin, you can trust that everything is held exactly where it needs to be. And you do not need to hold yourself in any particular way right now. But you can allow yourself to be exactly as you already are. Allow yourself to exist and to feel the unique combination of different feelings in the human experience that are present for you right now. Knowing that each and every one is fleeting, is precious, and a noteworthy part of this life. And if at any time in life you have difficulties looking at the darker parts of your either situation or maybe yourself and your actions, or just of life in general, we can remind ourselves of the changing seasons and the beauty that comes when flowers are decaying, the beauty of the trees shedding their leaves, all the leaves first slowly turning colors and then shedding them bare, just for a season before they regrow as buds and grow beautiful big leaves once again. And the beauty in our own moon and the phases that our moon moves through. You can remember that there's nothing wrong with the moon when it's in the shadows, when it is a new moon. It's just simply another phase the moon will move through. It will be in darkness at times. Even the moon cannot escape darkness. And it's not meant to, and neither are we. Darkness is another part of life. And without true darkness, we would not know true brightness and lightness and joy and happiness. And the depths of your lows are directly related to and affected by the heights of your highs, and vice versa. And so, whatever phase you are in right now, however bright you feel or however dark you feel, allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to be exactly as you already are. Trusting that you are already on your way to exactly where you want to be. And trusting that the small daily actions that you make that better support your own health and well-being and sense of safety and security the small daily actions that grow your passions and interests and fascinations, your joys and loves. These small daily actions are what gradually get you closer and closer to where you want to be. And so you have permission to stay curious and to stay focusing on what makes you curious, what makes you fascinated and feel passionate. Because this is where your gifts for this world truly lie, in the things that maybe scare you. And just give yourself permission to try the things that scare you, that you are interested in. And just see what happens. So you can just take the next few moments to just allow every single word that you've heard today and every single feeling that you felt today to settle within you. As you just trust that anything at all that you heard today that resonated with you or struck a chord with you in some way, just trusting that that feeling can sometimes come when we hear on the outside what a part of ourselves already knows to be true on the inside. So you can just allow these truths to be enhanced within you so that you feel a little bit more confidence to act on your own intuition and to trust your own instincts. To trust that you already know all it is that you need to know and all it is that you need to do. And so if it feels like something you'd like to do today, you can let your hands come and find each other in a prayer position toward heart center. As you feel this contact of your palms and fingers to one another, and you allow your heart to lift towards your thumbs as your thumbs press back toward your heart. And you tune in, focus in closely on the rhythm of your own heartbeat, the steady background beat to your entire existence. You can call in one final deep and full breath of air into the body as you allow yourself to fill up to every corner and edge of you. And as you exhale, letting go of anything at all that you're ready to let go of, as you allow the head to gently bow. As you take this moment to bow to the source of energy that allows all of our hearts to beat, whatever you believe that to be. And bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally, bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. And may this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights. And may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see. Thank you, thank you, thank you.